hair's crazy today. I'm actually combing it out. It's the morning. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I'm gonna be combing my hair at the same time. But yes, it is July 31st. I can't believe it. It's August, basically. August is a rough month for me and my family. It's a rough month. Yeah, but it's getting a little easier each year. It's getting there as time goes on. But I had some good things happen during this month. So I mean, there were some good things that did happen when I won my award and stuff this weekend, one of the weekends. But it's a tough month for us, and I don't really look forward to it. So I got travel coming this month. I'll be in San Francisco this time next week. I'm try not to go into it feeling negative and try to feel positive. And some of those hard days are going to come, and they're going to come. That's just how that is. I'm getting everything set up. This is JLJ this morning, of course. Let me set everything up, and I can see who's in the chat. I got to shave today too. I got to shave. I got to do both. Both today. I got to do both. We're getting there. I'm trying to get there. I set all this stuff up. Okay, here we go. And there we go. There we go. The chat. There we go. Who's here? Who's here? Let me see who's here. Anthony Humans here again. Meek, hi Meek. How are you? And Rebecca, I sent you a message back on IG. So answer the message, and I will go from there. Yes. So this morning, I'm gonna put it as I always do. We made our goal barely, actually, yesterday. I saw this morning that we made the goal in super chats. I'm very happy about that. Thank you. We barely made it over, but we made it over. Thank you. Yes. Sean is great. Sean's he's just an easy interview. He's been around so long, and he just okay, I'll look later. I get a chance. He's been around for so long. He's done it all, he's seen it all. He has great stories, a great storyteller. And we have as you can tell, we have a natural ease. We know we're friends. We're friends in real life. And like you said, we can talk. Like you said on the show, we can talk for hours. You guys don't want to see that, of course, but it's something he's the real deal. Real dealy Holyfield. He's the real deal. And he's been really good to me and my family. So I always want to say that out loud, always, that he has. And he's a good guy. So and he's done a lot for my career. And that's something also he sees value in who I am and what I do. And in this business, that's half. Anybody will tell you that's more than half the battle. He does. IG, he does. On Twitter X, he does. He responds to people. He understands. Like he said, he hangs people's coattails. That's his thing. He knows the fans are everything. I wouldn't be here with you guys either. None of us would be here with you guys. We'd be talking to a wall. Hi, Tracy Stevens. We'd be talking to a wall if you guys weren't here. That's the whole point. It's like we know how important. I know how important. I have a chair I'm sitting in. I know how important you guys are to me. So I mean, like you guys have come through for me many times. I mean, this is you guys are watching my product. You're passing it along. He gets it also. And he gets all the stuff that goes along with it. He gets it. You know what I mean? It's just he gets it. So and we're always there to support each other. So I'm telling you, it's genuine. He knows. He's like, okay. He's like, here's what's going on. So what you see with Sean, what you see is what you get. Basically, it is what you get. There's no airs about him. And I mentioned his wife Michelle, who I love very much. Another one. She is what you get, and she's very talented and very smart. And they work together. They're two different people, but they work together as a team. And I think that's for them and their family. Right. Sean's on a huge there's times when I can't believe I'm friends with them. like literally friends with him. Like I can't believe I've hung out with him. Like I don't like I've talked to him about life. Like there's times I know his kid. Like it's time. He knows my brothers and sisters, and like it's like sometimes I go I know him. Like he's on a lot. I mean he is on B&B. Cobra Kai is #1 in the world, but he's and he gets it because like you just like you say you don't always get this, and when you've been business for a long time, it just goes to show stay on the course, stay in there, be nice to people. He keeps getting booked, and people like working with him. You don't hear anything about him. Do you hear anything about any co-stars? Not like nope, you don't hear that. They like him. And Studio City was something that I'll give you a little tea on Studio City that I did last night. A lot of folks that he has on there are former co-stars of his, obviously, from GH and other platforms. Um, he called them, they came. It was like, that was the thing. Because of their friends, because of him, they did his show. That to me says a lot. When you call people and they answer the phone, like I said, Sean answers my phone. I answer the phone when he calls. That tells you something about a person. They cannot answer the phone. They can him and haw. They can hide from you, all kind of stuff. And they don't with him. Thank you, Tracy. We're trying to cover everything. Cobra Kai was the main issue. But I said I can't have him on our show and not not talking everything. So we did what we could. Good morning, Tony JC. I'm big time. I do know a lot of people. I do. And it's one of those kind of things where I was talking to somebody yesterday, like, so and so. People text me all the time. James, I just met so and so. They know who you are. James, I met so and so. I've just been around a lot. I've worked on a lot of projects. I've interviewed a lot of people, been in a lot of spaces, and I try to be nice to everybody. Not everybody's gonna like you, but you got to try. I try to be nice. I try at least say on my end, I'm nice to people. I'm cordial. I'm friendly, because you never know. In this business, everybody like Sean said yesterday, there's not just ups and downs. Things morph, they change. You get right. Like I said, I knew Shirley Ralph when she was in between gigs, basically. She was in between before Abbott Elementary. I was working for her. And she was working, but it's like Abbott Elementary brought her this new round of big fame, of popular fame. It happens I'm sorry, it could happen to a nicer person. It happens all the time. You just never know. 1 minute they're not working on projects, so they're just next minute they're in a hit series or a hit movie or have a hit song or a hit project or a hit book. And it just happens. I know a lot of people, and the thing about me is I keep in touch with people. I check on them. I have my my Rolodex. How old am I? My Rolodex. Thank you, Janet. I try to keep in touch with people. How's your project? You need to come on my show. Like, and they remember that. They remember that. But it's the bigger stars that always give me like a Sean Kaner or Michelle Stafford or Eric Braden or whatever that they know me. They literally know me, and they kind of. But girlfriend, I'm a Don Diamond fan. You know that I've never interviewed him. I want to interview him so bad. I'd probably be tongue tied too. I met him once, shook his hand. I never want to wash my hand again. But thank you for everybody saying it's a great interview. What I try to do is I try to be you at home. I try to be, I think, okay, I'm a fan too. So what do the fans want to know? Now it's like the fans want to know about him and Sheila. They want to know about, Clint Howard. They want to know about Studio City. Like I try to ask the questions. If you guys were there, I could ask the questions. Thoughts since the original Molly is released, will she return to GH? I didn't even GH. I have no idea. That's a good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. And I try to tell people, I should do a show on this today. They're in the middle of these cast writing changes. I have no idea. I always say until it all kind of settles, anything's possible and nothing's possible. I have no idea. I'm like, they're announcing that Rick Hurst is coming back and Emma Sam's coming for something. So I have no idea who's writing what and how and where and all that. So I don't know. So I have no idea. I'm just kind of like, until things start getting settled at GH, then I can make predictions again. I have no clue. I just feel like I'm like you guys, just watching and I have no inside information. I say anything's possible. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know they like to switching things over. I put in the Zooms. We have one on August 9th, 17th, and 23rd. Sign up for those. The one August 9th will be from San Francisco. I'll be in San Francisco. So that one we'll be doing it from San Francisco. So that'll be very interesting. So sign up for that and join us. Join us. A new teaser out, trailer out for a show called Amore season 2 that is out today. More trailers coming out. I have one for The Last Floor. You can even get it here on YouTube. The Last Floor. That one's coming out for The Text, and then one's coming out for She's My Girlfriend. I have 4 new shows coming out within the next couple of months. It's going to be so good. So check those out. Today's 31st. So we're getting ready. We're getting for August. Are you guys ready for August? Are you ready? Ready to do something? Ready to get something going? I'm actually ready. I'm trying. Oh, you like it? Oh, you like it? Oh, how funny. He is a cutie, Tony. Unfortunately, this isn't. You saw the video that I sent. Unfortunately, it's audio drama, right? It's like, but Tony, actually, if you go on my IG, you can follow him. I think I tagged him in the latest post. I think on my JLJ. Yeah, I can't remember which one I tagged him in, but you can follow him on IG. But yes, that's so funny. I don't know. I play mute. Then I play a mute. That's so funny. Yeah, he's a cutie. And I'm actually gonna do some more stuff. I haven't talked to him in 2 years, so we're gonna do more stuff. He actually says he wants to continue. So Tony, more from him coming. So yes, coming soon. But see, if you're on my Patreon, folks, you can see stuff. I post behind the scenes video stuff from there. You can see it. Yes, that's so funny. But he's a little young for you, Tony. A little young for all of us. I just want to tell you that he's in his 20s. We can't be going that direction anymore. But yes, are you guys ready for August? You have like what? August, September, October, November. You have 5 months left of the year. Well, it is going by. It is going by. It's going by. I think it's time for my orange juice, cranberry juice concoction like I had yesterday. I think it's time. It's time. I'm deciding. Yeah, I might get it shortly. I'm finishing up the coffee. The coffee was good. I did organizing yesterday, and then I did the show with Sean. Then I recorded a couple of shows, and then I recorded a show this morning. The thing we do on Patreon, no, excuse me, on buymeacoffee.com, me and Ant. And then later, tomorrow's a new day, I'm going to be recording that as an actor on that one too. Also, I should mention I saw this morning that Alan Locker, my buddy, will be having some of the folks from Forever in a Day because they're getting ready for their final season on the show. It's with Tanya Walker, folks. You know Tanya Walker from Life to Live and Olivia Jerome on GH. She's on the show. I think she's on the show now. Someone was asking, I'm like, I'm not going to be on it. The show's not on my network anymore. But the show, even though the show is ending, I feel nostalgia for it because For a New Day was on my network for the first 2 seasons. And it was a huge hit. It was the #1 show on my network. And I narrated the first season. So I don't know if they took me out or not. I don't know if they kept it in there or not, but I narrated the first season. I was in the second season, and we won an award while it was on my network. And I would have not done audio dramas if it wasn't for this one. So Forever Today changed my life also. So I feel a sense of sadness as I know it's going off the air. You know, it's not on my network anymore, but I was part of it. I brought it to I helped bring it to the world. I birthed it to the world. So it's like, you know, even when your babies leave home, you still love them anyway. So I just want to, so just give a shout. So we're supposed to be on Locker Room on August 6th. So make sure you guys tune in for that as they I guess they reminisce on the show, what's going on. So yes, there's that. It's this world's small. It's a small world. It's a lot of us are all intertwined together. Well, no, we all know each other. Have fun. All right. Let's see. But yes, I know a lot of people. So other than just say back to the original thing, yes, I know a lot of people. Just being around, you know, being friendly. This brush is the bomb. This brush is the bomb. I had washed my hair, so it feels so soft right now. I haven't started going to do with it yet, but I said, let me comb it out, detangle it, make sure there's no stuff in there. And so far, it's not tangled. I think it's not tangled. I think it's doing good. But I grew this hair 3 years ago. Look how long it is. 3 years ago, I had no hair. I mean, I literally I was this 3 years ago, and now all this. I had a dream last night. I cut it. It was the first time I had a dream that I cut it. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'll put my hair in a ponytail now. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But I was like, I haven't dreamt I was going to cut it. Top of mind, you are good at that. What does that mean? I know, that crazy. Right, I got his hair. And it's beautiful, healthy hair. Right now, it's not curly because nothing's in it. My hair is naturally straight. That's what's so funny. I try to show people my hair is actually naturally straight. It's not curly. It's straight and wavy. All that mixed blood I have in me. I make it curly. I don't know. But you know, it's the morning. I get myself together. When do you? Oh, keep people on my impression on me. You know, that Janet, that is an art form, actually, right? It's one of those things. There are people who are so overbearing. You're like, when you see them, you're like, oh my god, don't come near me. I hope you don't see me. Hope you don't see me. They're a little too much. That's some folks who are nice people, I'm sure, but they're just a little too much. I'm like, no, I'm just like, I'm here. I know you. I'll check on you. I'll comment here and there. But yeah, I'm not here to star everything. I'm just like, here we go. I'm just like, it's literally, I was like, I'm here. I'm here. And you know me, I know you, I know boundaries. There's Candice Mack. Isn't all that stuff. Right on. Bonnie, hi Bonnie. Bonnie, I guess August is coming. It is coming. It's coming. It surely is. So Candice Mack running around doing stuff. I said I did a good job. Thank you. I try. I grew up a group hopper. He said in high school. I was friends with all different groups. I would move around. Antonio, Candice is right here. So I don't know if you can see her or not, or whatever, but she is on here. I can't make her. I keep telling you, I can't make her do anything. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. She knows what she knows. I can't. I can't make her. I can't do that. So yeah. Speaking of forever, I just mentioned Candice. I just did an announcement on Forever a Day. I don't know. Were you watching? I just said that. I gave a whole speech, Candice, just now about Forever a Day. How you guys gonna be on a locker show? So, Candice, you're probably at work, aren't you? I was gonna say you want to come on real quick, but you're probably at work. It was Forever a Day was a topic. That was Forever a Day. We're talking about it. So I just want to find out. But Candice, are you at work? I know the chat slow. It's behind sometimes. And folks, I'm also on LinkedIn. If you want to, if you guys have professional accounts, I'm on LinkedIn. I post on there all the time too. I like LinkedIn. I get a lot of engagement on there. People are looking at me. Apparently, they're like, you've been viewed 78 times today." I'm like, "Okay." Actually, my father's ex-wife viewed me the other day. I was like, "Oh, well, what she thinks?" So yeah, I get viewed all the time there. But I like LinkedIn. It's a very different James kind of on there. I post a lot of my work. Well, do you want to come on for a little bit? Yeah, I can send you the link if you want to come on for a minute. Well, we literally talking about forever and a day. That's what literally we're talking about. I don't know if your camera ready or anything. Who's buying me lunch today? No one's bought me lunch in a long time. I work very hard. I know, Janet. We're connected LinkedIn. The candy lady is here. And who's buying me lunch? I don't have any money to buy myself lunch today. And I'm not cooking. It's too hot in this house. I am not cooking. My kitchen's like the surface of the sun. There's Nico Freeman. Hi. So Nico Freeman is one of the stars of Airwoman, and I'm actually working on that next to come out. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link right now, Candice. That'll be coming out shortly. Also, I'm putting all these shows are going out finally. I'm getting all these shows out there. But she's also a writer of shows and everything. So it's we're all a small community. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I sent it to you, Candice. It comes to you shortly. Yeah, yeah, Shanika's great. I like have Candice buy it. Now I'm leaving Candice alone. Candice is trying, she's a single, I said single mom. She's not a single mom. I would start rumors. She's a single lady, trying to live her life in Baltimore. I wouldn't ask her. She's trying to work it out herself. She's a teacher. She's on teacher salary. I'll ask others. You know, she's on a teacher salary, so I'm gonna leave her alone. She's been nice to you before in the past. We've been nice to each other over the past. So I'm not asking her because she's, you know. Let me see if she comes. And here comes Candice, you guys. I'm just sad. I know we're talking about Forever Day right now in a second. I know Century. I know. But actually, I was going to talk to you about Century in a second. So I'll email you. I sell stuff on not on eBay anymore, on Poshmark. I sell stuff on Poshmark. There's Candice Mack, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, no makeup, messed up hair, but I came on because I haven't talked to James in a while. So
Yeah.
hi everybody.
Last week, so she was one of the folks I invited. I couldn't do any shows last week because everybody had to cancel on me. Everybody. It was the weirdest. I had COVID, but Jason got COVID, and Tammy had a problem with her dogs in the hospital. Amanda was in Dallas somewhere, and then you couldn't come on. So I just want to do any shows.
Yeah. I felt bad.
Everybody canceled me last minute. I was like, this has never happened before. I literally have no co-host anywhere to do anything.
I felt really bad too because I was like, "What?" Because remember, I said, "Are you sure you're okay?" Because I was like, I would actually have dropped my plans to come on and talk about soaps.
Well, it's you, of course you would. Janet Zach says, "Hi, gorgeous," to you.
Hello, hello.
Oh no, I sell stuff. Sorry, I sell stuff on Poshmark. It's at J Harrison Lots or whatever. It's on there. You can find me on Poshmark. But no, she couldn't do this. She was taking care of some other couple of things herself. It just happened every night. I mean, Frank's never had COVID. He just got it was just weird. All this stuff just happened that day. And I was like, so David from Take Two Radio, I had no idea it was his first time on camera.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then it was like, he's like, I was like, and then at the end, he's like, my first time on camera. Like, it's your first time on camera. I had no idea.
Yeah. He's only done the Zoom events and everything, but he
Yes,
hasn't done.
I didn't know that.
Well, they see you broke the mold.
I did. I
The
love
streak
it.
is over. The streak is over. David was on JLJ Media.
Oh my God. Side note, speaking of that, today is I put out a new All My Children episode. It's about the tornadoes. The tornado episodes. So I love those episodes. I love those episodes. Oh, I love them. I love them. Oh, good. So they're out. That's out today. Frank is apparently he's recovering, but his whole family has it.
Oh man.
He was a Novid 4 years. He was a Novid, and he got it. It's like I said, I understand. I've had 3 times, but I'm still here. Life goes on. But he got.
Yeah, 3 times.
I had 3 times. I had a secret. There's no time I had a secret time. No time to tell anybody. Twice I told people, but there's one time I didn't tell anybody. So I had 3 times.
Okay.
Have you ever had it? Have you ever had it?
Nope, I'm still a Novid.
Wow, that is crazy. Oh my God. So he's doing fine. Frank. He's a war horse, so he's fine.
That's why I protect myself from, even though I work with walking germs.
I know you do. I know.
I got a little box. I got my tape. I put myself in every single night. I air.
Tony says you broke his cherry. Something like that.
Well, apparently I broke a lot of people's cherries. Like
I broke up. Yeah, we told him cherry. It's kind of funny. I'm a cherry breaker, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a whole other story, kids. Did you watch my interview with Sean Kanan last night? My live?
I watched half of it. I'm going to tell you why I didn't watch all of it, because I have some breaking news of my own.
Breaking news. Yes, breaking news, folks. Tell breaking news, girl.
Okay, so many of you guys may or may not know that I've been dedicating myself since November to obviously my child care profession. And I decided to take on some classes to get my CBA, which is council recognition in childcare, to bump up my credentials as a teacher. I've been stressing out a lot. And yesterday I took my exam, 67 questions under 2 hours. You think about that, right? As of 4:52 a.m. this morning, I am proud to say that I got my certificate. Wow. So I am now recognized, seriously, from the national credential people. And if you work in childcare and you're a teacher, you understand how important this is. So yeah. So that's my breaking news. I haven't even told my family.
Wow. I see it.
Or my coworkers.
Congratulations.
Or my coworkers.
Congratulations to Candice. You should buy her lunch also. You gotta buy me lunch and buy her lunch today for winning. Who's gonna do that for us? You can say it to me and I'll send it to her. If you want to say this is for Candice, I'll send it to her. Unless you want to tell your business. I don't know what your CashAPP is.
I mean, they can send it through you, because I'm gonna be honest, I think me and you probably want the same thing.
It's probably. They always say congrats, it's quite an accomplishment. That's amazing. You deserve it. So we're happy for you. Yes, we're happy. We like to see. I'm rooting for everybody black. So
From November until, let me see, when did I do my portfolio? Because you have to take classes. And I did it over, for those who know, you guys know that I have no life, apparently. So I really it was like 30 to 40 hours of classes. I did that in like 2 days, literally. Then in portfolio, it was a lot of work. And you guys know me. James also, repeats it. Teachers do not get enough credit at all. Especially childcare teachers. There was a lot of childcare teachers who gave up after the pandemic. They're continuing to leave too, because they don't get the recognition from their bosses. Or, sorry to say this, and I love all of you guys, but some of the parents do not recognize the hard work that childcare teachers do. So this is done.
Yes.
Done.
Very good. Very good. No, it's very good. I love education. Love it. You know,
Now,
I have 10,000 letters after my name. So I love it. I love education.
yeah. So now I have to focus on, more important stuff, like the season, premiere of Forever and a Day,
So,
the
okay.
email.
So as you came on, I was talking
Yeah.
about it. I saw that Alan Locker is going to have you guys on with Tanya, my buddy, Tanya Walker. I know
I
Tanya
know.
Walker. Actually, it's my buddy. She's a little crazy, but I love her. It's my buddy. I've known her for years. I know her stepdaughter. I know the whole. I mean, I've known her for a long time. So explain to folks. I'm gonna get some juice. So while I get some
Okay.
juice, explain to folks what's coming on August 6th. What's coming up on?
So on August the 6th, is the final, the fifth and final season of Forever and a Day, which started back during 2020. You guys remember 2020? Remember when the world was shut down, nothing was going on? What a time to not really want to be there anymore. Anyway, so this season, it's a killer season. Keyword, killer season. And some of your favorites are returning. I'm not to give away a lot of the plots, but I will say that there is some twists and turns at every single corner. When you think you know something, nope, nope, nope. And we have a couple of surprises that I'm not allowed because I'm not telling you guys. I'm not like, some people who tape 6 months in advance. I'm not going to tell you guys all the juice, all the tea, but I will say this. We are honoring, I can say this, we're honoring Christophe St. John in a way. You got to tune in to find out how we're doing that. We are bringing back some favorites. And there's always a lot of Danielle. I'm just saying, just the beauty of it all. And yeah, I mean, I will say this. Everybody's been, talking about the show and what it means to them and how it changed audio, dramas and everything. I've been the one to not really get emotional because I'm taking it all in. If that makes sense. I'm taking it all in that actually on August 3rd, which is what, Saturday, right? Saturday is the day that we premiered. August 3rd, 2020 on JLJ Media.
Yep.
And we didn't know before that. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. We
didn't.
I mean, seriously, we did not know what we were doing. Casey, talked to James, and James talked to Casey, and then I got pulled in. And again, we love the genre, and we wanted to give back to the genre. That was the whole point. Was we wanted to give back to this genre that's given us so much, including friendships, including career, paths, and also, again, creativity doesn't die. And we needed that during the pandemic and on up. And the fact that the show, now I'm going to probably cry. Darn it. The fact that the show, I'm going to hurt you, James. The fact that we've had people from the world of digital as well as Broadway and the soaps that are currently
Wait,
on
you
and not
freeze?
on. Did I freeze?
I think you froze, girl.
You froze. You don't mind.
You're about to get into it as you froze.
Wait. Did you freeze? Because I can't hear. Hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry. YouTube cut me off. No, Zoom cut me off. I guess it was not YouTube, it was Zoom. Oh, dang. Let's see if we can Candice back on here. Why to do that, I have no idea.
I love it.
I like to point out you froze though.
Yeah, I froze. It was Zoom. Zoom cut me out, and then it's
See,
like, okay, I'm like, oh my god.
it wasn't me, y'all. It wasn't my internet.
But it wasn't your internet. I will say that it wasn't your internet. I thought it's her internet. It's not your internet. It wasn't you. It was me.
It was Zoom. Because you know why? Zoom is saying, don't get emotional, Candice. Don't do it.
Yeah, I guess so. I was like, no, it's like, no, bitch, don't do it. Anyway, as you were saying something. You were saying
No,
you
I
were
was
talking.
saying that yeah, we didn't know what we were doing, and the fact that we've had people from obviously one of my favorite shows. I don't know if y'all know this or not, Gone Light. From Gone Light to Another World to Young. I mean, we've had an outpouring of people really supporting the show, and again with the audio drama like explosion. I will say it just exploded after we appeared, and the fact that the Indie Series Awards now has a category based off of audio. I mean, choo choo. So yeah, I'm just saying, not to blow on horn, but it's just amazing, and I mean, I just yeah. But yeah, with this season, it's gonna be emotional and it's gonna be a roller coaster. That's all I can say. It's
How
gonna
many,
be a roller coaster.
how many episodes are we getting?
We're getting what, 22, 22, 23.
And when does the season begin?
Tuesday, August 6th. We would have done it on the anniversary, but it fell on a Saturday. So, so Tuesday, 2 p.m. on your favorite streaming service, Forever and a Day, the killer final season.
Yeah, it's funny. Nico, well, Shanika says it'll be the end of a Candice. Good things are going to come out of FAAD. I see a bright future for y'all as writers and creators. People in the industry are seeing you and your skill. We hope that is the truth. All of us hope that's the truth when we're putting these goddamn shows out.
But James, think about this. Like again, and I'll say this is that I look at you, Aaron, Shanika, oh God, like everybody who's doing audio dramas. A lot of people will say, this is funny. I was going to say this on Tuesday too. When we started, I think there were some people who thought the genre died. The soap genre was dead because you have 4 soaps left. One, was in troubled waters. Then he went on to streaming. A lot of people didn't know about the digital soaps out there, like Anacostia. I mean, yes, they know about The Bay and they know about Venice because that's mainstream. But Anacostia, Sonder, Pride, the series. And then you have something called audio dramas where, again, people would have to use their brain. And a lot of people, let's be honest, has short attention span. So you got to make sure that you really connect to the people that are listening, as well as making them visualize the show. That was a task in its own right, is that you had to use your imagination. Look, as kids, that's what we were told, to use your imagination and create the scene. And I think when Forever and a Day appeared, that was a hard task. A lot of people would say that was a hard task just to sit down and listen to the voices and picture what they look like and the scene itself. I think Tony Moore, who was our original JJ, and you, when you guys did the after show, I remember you guys saying that you had to really play your mind, like trick your mind into, doing that. And that's what a lot of people had to do. And now you take a look, it's 4 years later, and you have so many audio dramas now. And they are amazing. And I wanted to give a shout out to everybody for that, because it's not easy. It's not easy doing a script, but you can't do the visual part. You got to make sure you have the sound effects and make sure that the timing is right and get the message across. Like, okay, this scene is supposed to be a killer. How are we supposed to do that when we have no visual? Or make sure your voice sounds completely different than your normal voice. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, for me, and I was saying I said it part of this before you came on, but I will reiterate it. Casey put a post about the writing, and I did. I said it. I go, well, that's what got me was his writing. His first pitch was the writing, and that's where it was there on the page and on the stage, and that's kind of the thing. And you can have great actors and all that, but the writing is what keeps people. And for me to go on this venture and not know what the fuck we were going to do, and how we were going to record it, and how I was going to do it, and how, I mean, this was all new stuff. And so I think I'm very curious when the history books are written,
Right.
how who's going to get named, how they're going to say it, how they're going to state it. Because I say this with no irony or any shade or anything. If it wasn't for me and Casey coming together, it wasn't for him coming to me and me being receptive, none of this would be happening. I think there's always been audiobooks,
Right.
and Audible has been getting bigger and bigger. People have always been that. That's been something people listening to books on tape. That was always a thing, kind of. But now audio, they're going to do that's becoming. This is not a podcast. You know, folks will say it's a podcast, not a podcast. It's not video, like she just said. It's literally like the radio. It's the old radio soaps, the radio shows, the radio programs, the fireside thing. It's literally what it is. We're just using newer the streaming services and the technology. So, but when it all goes down, no matter what happens, for 2 seasons, that show was my number one show on that network. Got a lot of great numbers, got a lot of attention. I put my reputation and my name behind it. It got a lot of attention because of that also. But again, we didn't know what we were doing. We really didn't. I got her and Casey together. That was my suggestion. But the fact they kept it going, and whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just that it's in the beginning, I was part of this whole thing, so I feel it was some sort of way as it's going out. It's like your baby went off to school, to college, and they're not living with you anymore. But I feel connected still to it. So I feel like, okay, this is going to be really interesting. That it'll be off the landscape on some level. I mean, it'll always be there because everything isn't going anywhere. But like new episodes won't be coming out. That's something. And it lets your other shows like Everyday Woman and Heritage. I know Everyday Woman's I love that show. It led to my shows. There would be no Mistletoe Road or Closet Series or Cupid's Crossing or the email or the new one, the text or any of those. There would be no. I never. It gave me a whole new arm of my business that I never thought in a million years would happen. It's all because of Casey. I give Casey. He gave me a suggestion. I was like. And if you remember this was lockdown pandemic time. This was early on. Nothing was in production. There was no in-person nothing. So we had to figure that I know we tried Skype. Skype didn't work. I know like Google Teams didn't work that well either.
Google Hangout, we tried all of that, and then it was Zoom. And Zoom, you better not freeze up while we're talking about you. Just saying.
It was the best. So it's just one of those things that it was trial by. It's a good story to tell people. Figure it out. Try it and figure it out. Everything is doable on some level. That's just what it is. Everything's doable, and like, don't set limits for yourself. And Casey and I both were like, we want to put this out. So we're like, okay. I told him what I needed. I always told him, we talked all the time. I told him what I needed. We had made it stuff, and he made it happen. And it was something else. I mean, it changed my life completely. So so when the books are written, I'm curious to see how they write them. If I'm still here,
I know one thing they better say. Like, again, when it comes to the awards, right there where it has the Indie Series Award, it should be made history by being the first to win that category, and that new, like, I want that part. Let's see. It's just crazy because for me, I think everybody knows this by now. I always wanted to do a soap opera.
Right.
I always wanted to write for a soap. I wanted to be on a soap as the long lost daughter of the rich person causing trouble. If you would have told me seriously 4 years ago, and because we started around April, May, we started getting everything situated. If you would have told me, Candice, guess what? You're going to be on a soap opera audio, just like Guiding Light. and Janelle Allen is going to play your mom. First and foremost, you're going to tell me that Janelle freaking Allen
I know, we love her. Love her.
is going to be my mama.
Love her. Yeah, love her. Love her. Yes.
If you would have said, you know, that, and I think this blew all of our minds, that certain writers of soaps actually listened to our show.
Yeah, that's what people want. Yes.
And posted it, and it's like, okay, so, and the ongoing joke was, what kind of ideas did you take from our show on these shows to put on these shows? That was the ongoing joke. But I mean, I'm gonna miss, now our Thursdays is gonna be free. Not used to that. I'm not gonna be used to that, but I'm just proud. I'm just proud of the show. I'm proud of everybody who was a part of it, past, present, and future. And I'm not gonna cry.
And I saw somewhere that Casey's doing a text soap somewhere. He's posting a
desires of the heart. I feel like there should have been music right there. Desires of the heart. There you go. I mean, again, the soap genre is not dying, folks. I know the ratings came out, and
here's my thing, folks. I say this, I will say it to the rooftops. I say it every time. All the shows are down in ratings. No one's watching like they used to anymore. The audience is too split now. The audience is too split. But here's the deal. General Hospital is in the top 10 almost every single day on Hulu. So out of all the subscribers, someone's watching it. Days are doing fine on Peacock.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus, Bold and Beautiful, they're usually up there somewhere too. It's like it's yes, the ratings are down. They're down for everything now. Every show. I mean, nighttime, daytime, everything is. No one's sitting. I mean, it's not. It's just the audience is now splintered. That's my answer for everything. It's like if I say it's bad writing, it's like there's always been bad writing and good writing. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's like they're like Pikeman. That's it. I'm like, weren't you guys tired of Pikeman? I'm glad it's on. I don't care how it ended. We are actually in the middle of a writer change. That's what happened. You have writer changes. Sometimes they go, screw it. They just cut down and cut it out and go next. Like I'm glad. Good. Let's get rid of it and move on to the next thing. I'm not upset about it. So I saw folks online. What?
I am.
I know some folks are upset. I just don't care that much. I'm like, good. Let's move on to something else because that storyline was so convoluted and tired that I'm like, my neck hurts from the whiplash. Oh, what's going on?
Because you brought up, because this was, and I was not on Spaces, but this was a debate that was on Twitter and on Facebook, and we talk. My whole thing is that I totally understand there was a writing transition. I totally get it. However, with this Pikeman situation, I do feel cheated. I do. Okay, welcome to the GH Mini Spotlight. The condensed version of it. I do feel as though I feel let down because I thought that, and I have to remember the timeline here. I did think it should have been better than what it was. It didn't have to be like a 10, but at least give me a 7.5. Give me that, because I feel as though this was sort of the same as when Sonny saw Carly and Jason about to get it on. I felt super pumped. I was like, oh, Sonny about to do this. Oh, what the heck is this? Like, okay, at least you gave me a twist, but now I'm just like, I mean, I'm glad, but I wish for something a little different. And you had the General Hospital, you had the ingredients. I don't care what anybody tells me. You had the ingredients, and you had somebody that could have actually been Pikeman that's coming on your show.
Sure. I mean, that's true. But my thing is, I don't care. I guess I'm good. I'm like,
because you tapped out because it went on for almost 2 years.
Exactly. So I was like, for me, it's like just get rid of it. I'm almost like, yeah, just kill it. I don't care anymore. Nobody cares anymore. We don't care now because it didn't get a thing. But I feel like that's fine. I'd rather you write better storylines and better stuff now. Trim the fat, folks. Trim the fat. I'm all about that. I'm like, let's move on to let's almost forget it even happened. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah. Elizabeth, girl.
But speaking of that, I just want to bring this up real briefly because our man Greg Vaughn, you saw his Instagrams and stuff. He was all, I didn't choose to leave, bitches. I did not. He said that I did not choose to leave. I was all, tea was spilt. I did not. He's coming back, of course, at some point.
Yeah,
but they were like, he was just like, nope.
The video was already posted like a couple of months ago, and Deidre Hall took down her Instagram post.
Okay.
So it's like, for those who don't know, so you know, detectives, Soap Nation, come together. When back in April and May, when they celebrated their 15,000th episode, Greg Vaughn was there. That episode is later on this year, like, because that was the same day that Stephen Kent was let go. Fired. And that's how we all knew. So I feel as though, like, obviously they wrote them off. So that was back in December. We got to do the timeline for Days, because Days takes 5,000 years. Yeah, so that was December. That's why he was home all those times and whatnot. But and I saw a lot of people going after certain actors on Days, like, well, why did this person get to stay and this person get to stay? It's about the writing. Unfortunately, look, like I said, there were some storylines on Days of Our Lives regarding, you know, EJ, Nicole, and Eric that got rushed, dismissed because of what's going on behind the scenes. And sadly, there was people who got in the mix. I mean, you're gonna see him. Don't worry, you guys can see him. But I was just like,
niggas all like, why you let him go? I would have kept him close. I would have kept him close, girl.
Sure, you ain't never lied.
Okay.
My God.
Okay. No, but the thing is, I feel like they wanted to give them a happy ending, and she's leaving the show, so they did that. But they said he's coming back at some point, obviously.
Yeah, he's coming back.
But it's that his video was so like.
But at the same time, I think, okay, Days fans, you know, and make sure you guys check out James Chocolate Twin, Dish of Days, and all of them. Yeah. Okay, don't say, and Tony, don't say I didn't plug you, because I did. Thank you. Here's the thing, is that Days had a tough. Okay, the writers of Days of Our Lives had to pick a fandom. This is just Candice's opinion, to give them the quote unquote happy ending. Okay. And for me, I like EJ and Nicole, and I like Eric and Nicole. But I have to pick who's going to get the happy ending, because Ari's leaving, right?
Right.
I could have had Nicole leave on her own, but that wouldn't satisfy. And we all know that the story had to wrap up with this baby drama and all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I tapped out. But I'm okay with them leaving, but it's when he comes back. And here's the thing, we don't know how long he's going to be back for.
No.
So I'm curious as what they're going to do with that. And as far as some people on social media, y'all, I love all of y'all. I do.
I don't.
I love the wait, get out the box.
Okay, so no crazy. So I don't love all of them. No, they don't love me. I don't love all of them. I don't. From crazy loons, it's a hellscape on Twitter. It's a hellscape.
The ones that I follow and I talk to, I love you guys. Know that.
Yeah, I like some people on there. There's some good ones on there, but everybody else is fucking crazy.
But I'm gonna say this: General Hospital does not need a Nicholas when we have Adam Huss over here.
Right.
And I saw a lot of people saying Greg Vaughn as Nicholas Cassidy. Let me tell you, as Greg Vaughn's wife, I do not approve of that message.
I mean, they mentioned Diego on YNR. Sharon needs somebody.
You know what? I want to see how he does on Bold and Beautiful.
As Rick?
Yeah. Either him, either that, or new character. And I'm kind of going towards new character, because if we have Rick, it's just a bunch of mess. But needless to say, I want him on Bold and Beautiful for one particular reason, and one particular reason only. And James, you should know me by now to know. What is Bold and Beautiful known for?
Ancestral storylines.
Okay, okay.
You set me up for that, Carl. You set me up. I was trying to say that. So okay, I'm trying to think. You say Greg Vaughn. Why would they bring him over there?
He could be somebody's
Actually,
friend.
I wouldn't mind seeing him and Katie together. It'd be kind of funny. But if he's Rick, he's like, he can't be Rick. That's somebody else. I would love to see Heather Tom and him act together. I'd just be interested in them acting together. Greg Vaughn, who we put him?
I'm seeing it actually. I am actually seeing it.
She gets laughed. She got a fire emoji. I'm not sure. Go ahead, Candice. Tell me.
I want to see Greg Vaughn shirtless.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we know. They are known for that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the scene where he's working out and everything, and somebody comes walking in and be like, "Oh, hey," and he's like, "Oh, hey, I was just working out," and I'll be like, "This." Okay, look at that scene again. Got to make sure all the details are, the set design.
Okay. I mean, I'm not upset about that at all.
And he actually would, if he goes over to Bold and Beautiful, he will be another actor who's done all 4 soaps.
Well, make sure they don't dress up like you did Zena the other day.
Lord Jesus.
What blouse was that? That's a blouse. I'm like.
Look, Jaleesa, who's the wardrobe, I love her, Emmy Award winner, but what was that?
I'm like, it was not flattering on him at all. It wasn't flattering. I mean, he has a great body, good coloring. I'm like, that top was like, so I was like, what? I mean, when people were talking about it, I'm like, why? Oh, now I see why they're talking about it. It was not flattering at all. At all. And it was weird having him photographing his Aunt Brooke. That's kind of weird.
I said that too. I was like, so y'all couldn't get nobody else was available. All right. Curtis down the hall wasn't available.
Right. And I guess, folks, I mean, we'll talk this on Sunday too, but if my co-hosts come back, it's kind of crazy. So Justin is back working with Bill, and they're good again, obviously. Yes. I mean, I'm kind of glad, but it's kind of weird. I'm like, we didn't get we missed an emotional scene or something. I don't know.
I mean, I get it. Everybody wanted to see, how it all happened on, but that's not right now. I'm so into this murder mystery that I'm
and I'm not. I'm a total opposite. I asked Sean about last night. I'm like, I'm into you. I want Hope to get Finn. That's what just shut Steffi up. I want that so bad. I do. I can taste it. I can taste it.
I want it, but I don't want it.
Of course, but
well, no, because here's the thing. I do want Hope to because I've been saying this from jump, and I love Steffi. So folks, don't get it twisted. I love Steffi, but at the same time, I'm also so irritated by Steffi. Logan this, Logan that, Logan that. My whole thing is, baby girl, who do you think half raised you when your mama was over there in Abba Dabba Boo Boo? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You getting all your history. First and foremost, I have a problem here. Parents of soap characters, listen up. Stop telling your children stuff that happened 30 years ago. Like when Steffi keeps saying because of what Brooke did to, grandma and everything else. Here's the thing. Your grandmother and Brooke became cool on some level. I appreciate, again, welcome to the Bold and Beautiful mini spotlight, the cadets version. I appreciated Ridge saying what he had to say, but at the same time, I was like, you know what, Ridge, you're a grown man. You don't need to explain to your 30-something-year-old, close to 40-year-old daughter. But again, I see the cycle. The parents do to start the cycle. The kids can break it up and whatnot. I'm just like over Steffi. Everything in the world is Logan this, Logan that, Logan. Sweetie, you was with a Logan, a half a Logan. Rick, remember him? Okay. Your grandfather was with a Logan before your grandmother. Got a problem with that? I'm just like, and ooh. And I keep saying, you're worried so much about your father and Brooke. You need to be worried about your husband. And Finn, good job, but you may not be able to hold out.
I hope he doesn't. I want him to fail. He can't be perfect. Sorry, he can't be perfect.
But I don't want him to be like Liam and Ridge and them. You see, it's like it's weird. It's like I see where Hope could be like, okay, Steffi, because you messed in me and my and Thomas's relationship, I'm going to give you a little bit of karma. I'm going to give you a little taste of what, da 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 da. I'm fine with it. I just don't want them. I can't see the step siblings hook up. And you got to remember, Hope and Finn are step siblings.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I see
it is bold. It is bold and beautiful. But
exactly.
I'm just saying. But no, with this whole Tom thing, whatnot, I'm just because again, okay, we all know Bill knows that he's not the father. I'm pretty sure of it. That's why we got Justin. Justin has to prove his loyalty to Bill. But I'm wondering, Bo, y'all gonna kill Justin?
Well, I told the Sean was like, not Hollis. Not Hollis. We're laughing. I was like, not poor Hollis.
I'm upset about that. That's probably one of the worst deaths of the year in the sense of me being all upset.
He was shocked. He read it, he was shocked. He did not expect that.
He had a montage and everything. I was like,
I know. You like Hollis.
I did too. But I will say this, next year, Emmys, Clint Howard.
That's what Sean said.
That's performance. And if he doesn't get recognition, guess what? I'll do it. I'll give him the because again, he wasn't a main character, but he kind of was in some parts.
Right.
But I just like the fact that it's like, okay, Sheila, Poppy, Lee, and oh my God, Bill and Lee needs to hook up. I love Bill and Katie. Don't get it twisted. But can I please get Bill and Lee for just like 2 months? 2 months? 3 months?
I'm not a fan of Bill and Katie. I think it's dumb. It's just going backwards. But that's what Bull does. That's what they do. That's what he does. But right now, it's gonna be this starting on Friday. Will be the Monte Carlo episodes. Those are always nice.
So who's watching them though?
What?
Did you see that? Did you see that in the promo?
Yeah, I know. Somebody's watching them. So I don't know who that is. I have no clue. You have a clue? I have no clue. So aren't you involved?
I'm wondering if it's Taylor.
That would be interesting. Oh, she gone all of a sudden.
Because
nowhere to see.
Because we haven't heard any casting news.
Nope. And they've been on hiatus.
Yeah, but they also do good with keeping their mouth shut about certain things too. I gotta give them that. It's James, y'all. James was filming in Monte. He said he was somewhere else. He was in Monte Carlo.
It's me, bitches. It's me. I'm the surprise. I'm like, Brooke, I'm your son. Oh, actually, we're at the same age. Your brother.
You could say like, "Hello, Ridge," and then he was like, "Who are you?" And you can say, "I'm James Forrester."
Yes, that's that. Yes, yes. I don't know. Enough soap talk. I want to turn to a soap show. Wow, the Zoom stayed open this whole time. So our soap stayed open. It's some dumb. But no, we're like, hopefully on Sunday, my co-host will return. I will have stuff. I'll be talking about this. I'm not doing shows by myself. It's not fun. These shows are fun to myself, but I want other people's opinions. I don't want to I want to talk to someone else and talk back to me. I don't want to just. You guys are like this. Wendy Williams, you're my co-host. I understand that, but like, and when it comes to the soaps, I need more people. I like it better with other people on there. So we'll see if Frank does better. I have no idea. It took me a week to feel better. I slept most. When I get COVID, I get extreme fatigue. So I sleep like 17 hours a day. So that was me. I slept mostly. I would just drink water and eat and go to sleep. That was it. So I don't know what Frank has for sure.
Oh, Frank. Oh man.
Him and his emails. Who knows? I have no idea.
How many emails do he have now?
It's almost at 300,000. He's almost there. He's at it was like 290 something. Also, shout out to tomorrow on Have You Heard of Me? I was actually working on this story, and then I found out she died. Rest in peace to Evelyn Thomas, a singer. She had a song called High Energy back in 1984. It was a huge hit. High Energy. It's a great song. I'm coming out tomorrow talking about her, so rest in peace to her. She was like in her 70s, I think. It was like her birthday was next month, actually. So it was like she right for her birthday. But I was actually working on the story, and then it was like she passed away July 21st. So Thomas. The song is called High Energy. Came out 1984. It's a huge hit. And it's a great, it's very 80s high energy song. You go on YouTube, wherever you find your stuff. And but my tribute's coming out tomorrow. Just make sure people know that. And also my Dynasty after show. I talk about how Prince's Kiss and other songs mentioned Dynasty in their songs. So that's coming out on Friday. I think is that Friday or tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
Let me see. Real quick. It's coming out. I just come out Friday. Friday. For a lot of drama Fridays.
Okay. We have a whole day there. Okay. We got Shady Sunday.
Yes, and I got a bunch of trailers coming out. I have 4 new audio dramas coming out within the next 4 months. I'm so excited. So and she worked on one. That's gonna be another. We're working finishing up that one. But we have The Text. She's My Girlfriend. Air Woman season 2, which Shanika is a star of, and Amore season 2. It took 2 years. We're finally coming back. So 4 new shows. Yes. What?
It took 2. It's back for real.
Yeah, it took 2 years. We filmed it 2 years ago, and I finally got it. I was like, I talked to the cast, like, oh my god! I said a lot's happened in 2 years. So, but we got it finally. It's been recorded. It was recorded 2 years ago. I just never put it up. So now I'm putting it up, and so we have 4 new. So all these trailers are coming out. You'll see them on YouTube. You'll see them everywhere. They're all coming out this week. So 4 new shows. And I have 2 more, which she did a part of, which was I'm a #1 fan. We're finishing up that recording this month or next month, and Jet Boy season 2. So we're working on that. I actually filmed tonight with that. So we have all the jobs coming out of our ears, and of course I'm filming today with Aaron Wallace, and tomorrow's a new day. I play Richard Donovan. I'm filming my scene for season 3. I'm filming my scenes for that. So the audio dramas, we're all swirling out. We're all out there swirling around and doing stuff. Have you thought about creating your own audio drama yourself, or Candice, are you just like, oh, so maybe in the future, folks, never know. You never know.
Something in the works.
Well, it's one of those things that we're all, now we're all writers and producers, and we got people we know.
Yeah, I have a question for you, James, from somebody that I'm looking at a text from. They would like to know. So when is the Santa Barbara after show happening?
I know. I wish I could do it. I took on Neighbors, which everyone's. I mean, and I gotta say, my crush on Neighbors responded to me on Twitter. Watched my episode about him. Matthew Backer, who played Logan, Crazy Logan, he actually watched my episode. He thanked me, it's all on Twitter. He thanked me, and now he was like liking my post. I said, "Oh my god!" And he said, "Good day, mate." I was like, "Oh my god!" And he told me he loved my commentary. That was an American fan. Mm-hmm. My Neighbors. I have a new episode coming out either tomorrow or Friday too. My Neighbors shows are doing very well also. So because I'm the American fan. And now some of the other Neighbors shows are following me now. So it's a little community I'm finding. I'm actually it's Knots Landing, folks. It's literally Knots Landing, but it's just in Australia. It literally is. Cul-de-sac and everything. I love it. It's so diverse. It's so, oh my God, it's just because of neighbors. And I mean, I do it because of Connie Minogue and Jason Donovan back in the day. But it's such, me have to cast, and I'm part of the whole PR team now. They tell me, they gave me some stuff that I can post this week, and it's just I'm loving this little community I've joined of neighbors, and it's just, and EastEnders folks, I would love to do an EastEnders after show too, but I don't have time to do that right now. But Santa Barbara, as you know, 40 years ago, it debuted, and it's my favorite soap of all time. And I wish I could go to the thing. I can't go to the things. I'm just something else. I wish I could do an after show for it right now. I just don't. But I've been lucky enough to talk to many of the people from there about Santa Barbara over the years, like Nancy Lee Grahn and Louise Sorrell and Vincent Irizarry and Eileen Davidson. I've talked to many of them about the show, A. Martinez. So I've had my own personal conversations with many of them. But I haven't had a chance to have. I trust me, if I had any more time in my life, besides, juggling, caregiving my mom and running two households and being an organizer, and I'm doing these trips every month. These trips are work. These are work trips. It's just, I wish I could. I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Basically, you're saying that in the future you'll be able to do a Santa Barbara after show. Got it.
Like, don't quote me. I know, no quotes there. I'd love to. I don't have, because now people are like, are you going to do a Gates after show too? So that's like the whole.
Oh yeah.
Because Walker actually brought that up to me. Walker was like, I would do it with you, James. I'm like, oh my God. And Tony's like, I'd do it. So if I do a Gates show with me, Tony Moore, my chocolate twin, and Walker Ragsdale, people would tune in. People would tune in. I know they would.
I'm just saying, do one episode. Like, you should just do something for Santa Barbara. You should,
well, I'm working on something for daytime today, so I'm going to do something about that on there.
Yeah, because I was actually looking for something from you yesterday. I really was, you guys. I'm not even joking, because and James, you can show the prop because I know it's behind you somewhere, where I sent him something.
Send me a script. I have a script. I have the first script. I saw it the other day. I was looking at it, I have a script. Yeah,
so and it's like, I posted the C because that was such an iconic moment.
I know, poor Mary. That's what, yes.
Which they're going to actually, I think they said they're going to recreate that.
Shanika says not enough hours in the day. There literally is not enough hours of the day. There are shows that I love, like Unprisoned on Hulu. If you've not seen that show with Kerry Washington and Delroy Lindo, season 2,
that's a good show.
It's so good. But I mean, it's on my list. I can't. I'm watching Big Brother right now. It's my guilty pleasure. That's 3 nights a week. There you go. There you go. You have to see. I love that. I love that thing. Exactly. It's not enough hours a day, you guys. I want to do trust me, I want to do everything. But my mother needs me. Basically, James is booked and busy, Ms. Mack. Tony Jason.
Don't blame Mama into this. Don't bring her into this.
Don't blame Mama. She's like, she is her. Hello, she'll tell you herself.
But she gonna say this. But he doing other stuff, Candice. I know he is, Miss Bonita. I know.
She's like, you're always so busy. I'm like, I'm trying. I can't be busy. I have to take care of her. I talk to her every day. I gotta take care of her too. Shit. Tired, you guys. I'm 55 years old. I'm tired. She's younger. She can do that, of course.
There's in the Olympics, which I've been trying to keep up, you guys. Yes. There was a fencer who was 7 months pregnant, and she won the gold. Yes. Then there's a 57-year-old who just won too, in wrestling. So James, no excuse.
Oh, excuse. They're in shape. I'm not in shape.
You are out of shape to do a Santa Barbara after show, really?
Yeah, out of shape. Yes. Okay, I can't even add. I'm trying to get us. I'm finally catching up to everything I'm trying to do. I still got The Walking Dead to watch too, folks. I know I gotta watch this.
Okay. Poll time. Yeah. Should James do a daytime today, obviously Santa Barbara, or do a Santa Barbara after show once a month?
I can do once a month, but I'm going to do a daytime stay on Santa Barbara. That's my whole plan, anyway. That plan is happening. That was already in the works. I just haven't recorded it yet. It's coming. It's coming, kids. I can't do everything. I trust me. I want to. If I could clone myself, I would clone myself and have just.
Oh, it worked for Guy Light.
What?
It worked for Guy Light. The clone storyline. It worked for Guy Light.
Call me Dolly. If I could get 4 more Jameses at 4 workstations, they can each take care of them. Let me make a trip. Then all the programming, they all take. You take a series, you get a series, you get a series. That'd be great. I mean, come on, AI, work it out. Come on, AI, work it out. Wouldn't that be crazy? And the AI, it's your Santa Barbara show. You want Santa Barbara show? There it is, James Santa Barbara show. There you go. With my AI co-hosts, whoever they are. All right, an AI cruise in Eden. Oh, an AI cruise in Eden. We'll all do a show together.
Oh my God, I just realized I really wish I could go to that event because I cannot imagine the line.
I know.
That they're going to have. The fact that, so, okay, for those who don't know, real quick, Santa Barbara is going to have a 40th anniversary reunion on Friday, which is actually, this is so, because General Hospital's fan club weekend is this weekend too.
I know, yes.
Woo! There's going to be a lot of action nearby James' house. Everybody make sure you go cross the street from James' house and work on his
First of all, I
lawn.
live 30 miles away from there, but it's okay.
Don't mean nothing. Don't
In
mean
LA,
nothing.
LA, you'll be in charge for 5 hours.
Lotties, if you're a fan of JLJ Media,
look for the garden. Look for the
and
garden.
You want in the garden, and if you want to be in the secret garden, please, message James, and he will probably not give you the exact address, but I'm pretty sure y'all detectives can figure it out. Okay, but no, like that's gonna be crazy at the Santa Barbara event because they're having a reunion and they're gonna have Mr. Dobson. I can't call him Jerome. I can't do it out of respect. Mr. Dobson, co-creator. Murray's gonna be there. Murray Dobson. I mean, they A. Martinez and Marcy. Do you guys realize Marcy freaking Walker is gonna be at this event? Do you know how hard it is to get her out? Like it's gonna be Nancy and the two Masons, Julia and two Masons.
But wait a minute. But Justin isn't coming, is he? No. He's a recluse. I know he's a recluse. So
yeah, he's in Virginia.
That would have been a great get. We got him. Great get.
No, John Lindstrom should have been there too.
Right. But is Robert Matson going?
I believe so. Yeah.
My Gina. That's my Gina. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think. Let me see. Robert Newman's going.
I heard he's going.
Vincent Irizarry's going. Louise Sorrell's going. Eileen was going to go, but she's not going to go. But that could change. Then you got Tom Racina.
I heard
this guy I know. He knows him.
Yes.
There's this woman, Michelle Vaughn. She's supposed to be doing the gates or something, but she's going to be there. Sherry Anderson's going to be there. They just announced, and look, I'm going to need somebody to really. I'm about to do this right now. I'm begging y'all. Whoever goes to the Santa Barbara event, I need for somebody to get the exclusive. Steve Kitt's going.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. I need some answers. I will send y'all my Q&As, my questions to you guys. But they're gonna have who else they're gonna have? Good grief, they're gonna have so many people there, like over 7 people going to be there from the cast and from the crew, the cast and crew, and there is a surprise. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for them to say that it's going to be on streaming.
Why?
Because if y'all saw the interview, I'm not going to say the person's name, but they were talking about the music rights, how they're getting that situated, and that's one of the last things they have to do before it goes on streaming. If they announce Santa Barbara is coming back in some kind of, James is going to have a special special Daytime Today where he's not even going to be able to talk. He's going to be like playing the music, and I'm probably going to pop up and be like, stay tuned for the after show.
Yes. The Santa Barbara opening, everything. Oh my God. All the drama too that went down with the Dobsons, everybody. All that drama too.
And think about this, there was no social media.
No, there wasn't.
Think about social media was around for that.
Santa Barbara holds a special place in my heart also because my late great grandmother, I went to visit her in New York for a summer and got her hooked. And after I went back home, she would call me once a week, like, "Oh my God!" And we would talk about Santa Barbara for the week until she died. She died about 4 or 5 years later. So it's so great. I got my grandma Arthuretta in Washington Heights, New York. I got her hooked on Santa. She didn't watch soaps. I got her hooked on Santa Barbara. She loved it. She said she was like, for her it was like classy or soap. It was classy. She liked the dialogue. She liked the Lockridges. That was her whole thing. She liked Dame. What's her name? Lockridge. Yeah. That's always she loved Louise Sorel. That was her girl. Augusta, Lionel and Augusta. I mean, it's like don't get me started. Anyway, but I'm going to do daytime today on it, so don't fret.
That was the crazy part was too, because that was my mom's show. Because again, I grew up in a house where every channel in the house was on a different network. Like my great grandmother obviously was CBS, and my mom was a mix of ABC and a little bit of CBS, but Santa Barbara was her jam, and she kept me home when it was the finale. So to all my teachers that are still around, that was the reason. I'll be honest now, I can tell the truth. I'm a grown up. You can't do nothing to me now. But my mom just didn't want to pick me up early, so she just kept me home. And I will say that, you know, we talk about transitions on soaps. I think Santa Barbara had one of the biggest transitions because they didn't, I mean, there was a lot of super couples that came from Santa Barbara that doesn't get enough flowers. Like obviously Cruz and Eden broke the mold, and there's not a lot of people that will give them the credit that they truly deserve.
Julia Mason.
Yeah, Julia Mason. I mean, they were so good. They were so good. But it's that, you know, Cruz and Eden wasn't there for the finale.
No.
I mean, you had Julie and Mason, Gordon Thompson's version was there. Yeah. But it was just like
they were focused on Jack Wagner and Sidney Penny. Yeah, they were focused on their together.
Now I got that song stuck in my head. When they dancing like in the camera so everybody can see. Like Kim Zimmer was on there. I was like, it was a who's who of soap royalty on that show. But behind the scenes,
there was a lot going on.
And for those, just look up on YouTube the 1990 Daytime Emmys.
Oh, the Emmys, oh yeah.
Like you can, they can lock me out the studio. They can lock me out the studio, but they couldn't lock me out here. Love you, Bridget. And you want to see?
Said that. I was like, dang.
And you want to see Jill Phelps in the back like this, and Steve Kent. And there
was very interesting.
Awesome.
That was so interesting. I was like,
that was funny.
1 second. I was like, I was looking at something. Oh my goodness. I love it. I'll see if you guys can hear it. You guys can hear it. It's all disco. Hey. I love it. It's so disco-fied. I love it.
But you know what? Like the end credits, like when they played the whole thing of Santa Barbara, like the whole Santa Barbara theme song. That is it's a
July 20. Sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't know that. I have to look at this later. As 300,000 views 11 months ago. In July 2023, Robin Wright talked about Santa Barbara and Sean Penn and Madonna. I got to check that one for later. Okay. Here's the closing credits.
And side note, they tried to get Robin to come to the event.
Charles Pratt Jr., Sandra Weintraub, and Travis Ferguson. And John Allen wrote that's so funny. Bradley Bell was a crossover story consultant. Jenna Thompson. I didn't know that. Jenna Thompson. That's so funny. Produced by John Conboy. We know him. Gary Tomlin, co-executive producer. Oh my God. That's like Carrington Garland played. Matt Borlehi. Oh.
Wait, are you watching when they did the intro? It was like on Rodeo.
This is the exit credits. These are the end credits.
Yeah.
Barbara Crampton. Oh, wait a minute. This is Leanna Maggie Forrester. That's right. This was the crossover. Oh, Justin Goku, Brandon Capwell. Right. That's right. It's the crossover. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't see that. I didn't know
James is about to have an emotional moment, you guys, because this is everything. Like people don't understand. Like it's crazy. Like people do not understand. Santa Barbara. The ongoing joke is Days of Our Lives is that child that tries to get attention. One Life to Live was the stepchild in the corner that was saying, please, baby, please. Santa Barbara had to work to get where they were at, like the respect. Because nobody was like, okay. Like the Dobsons was royalty. I mean, Bridget is the daughter of the creators of General Hospital.
Yeah. Yep, the horse leads. Yes.
I always wondered if she took control of that show, how would the show have been different? Just saying.
Oh, see, she said that, and it cut her. Is it cutting out? Are we done?
No, Zoom is, because you're froze on my end. Wait a minute.
We're watching, I guess.
No.
Oh, it's back. We're back. Okay, good. Our internet connection is unstable this time. It wasn't Zoom. It said your internet connection is unstable. How's mine unstable? How's it unstable?
Yes! Finally, justice for Candice.
Justice for Candice. This time it's my end, I guess. It said my internet was unstable. My life's unstable on my internet.
That should be a show. That could be an audio show. My life is unstable.
It's unstable. Hey, nowadays on Lifetime, they don't even make that. They're like, my sister killed my husband on Lifetime. My daughter, they don't even, the titles tell you what happens. All the titles tell you what happens.
I'm mad at Lifetime. I don't know why, but it's just like some of the movies aren't as good as it used to be.
It used to was.
Like, it should be like, tonight on Lifetime, a secret cross lover down to destiny. You killed my sister! Like JLJ and Tika Sumpter stars in I Know What You Did last weekend.
Tika Sumpter. We love her, but that's kind of funny. Well, I have to get off now. Thanks, Candice, for coming on. Actually, you made up for Sunday, so you came on today. I actually added her to the title, Last Day of July with Candice Mack. That's and
everything. Yep.
Yes, congratulations on your I almost said your award, your certificate.
If that's an award, that's an award. I'm about to turn that into a plaque.
Congratulations. No one bought us lunch. You guys are all bad people. Nobody bought us lunch.
You know what? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. All I wanted was I'm gonna
guilt them. I'm gonna guilt them.
I just wanted to go to McDonald's. I just was really craving McDonald's today because I haven't had McDonald's in about.
I haven't McDonald's in a while either. It's so funny. I wanted their the Sunday. I want a fillet of fish, fries, and a Sunday.
See, I wanted the 2 cheeseburger meal.
I used to get that. I get that last time.
With the hot fudge sundae, extra hot fudge, because sorry, McDonald's, I'm going to call you out, especially in Baltimore. When we say fudge, I don't mean a squirt.
Oh, I do the extra. I add it. So it's in the bottom, the middle, and on top. I do all 3. I know. You have to say that. Even in California, you have to say it because you're right. You'll get $1.
Well, let me ask the question. How many times have your ice cream machine broke down?
All the time.
Okay, so it's a McDonald's thing. It's a McDonald's thing.
It's always a joke. But no, I like the hot fudge sundae, but I always ask for extra hot fudge. So it's like it's in middle. But I was like, yeah, okay. I want some McDonald's fries, salty fries. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time.
No, James, you can't have salt. Can't have too much salt.
I can.
You can.
Well, I every once in a while, yeah. I have like some high blood pressure, not to the salt.
There's some. Is that what I heard just now? Some.
Yeah, I take one pill that's like low. My blood pressure is like crazy.
Okay, see now, of all people to say that too, because I do this with my coworkers and to my family. Even if it's some, no salt.
I just came from the doctor. My insides, I'm just fat. My insides
are. By the way, the doctors.
I'm not pre-diabetic. I'm not pre nothing.
we don't want you to be pre anything, so no salt.
I want McDonald's fries salty. I don't eat them shits not salty. That's how it is. I like my grandmother, Arthuretta, they told her you can't have no brandy anymore. She had a glass of brandy till she died at 85. So homegirl like
because she knew. She knew, but you, and that was a different time. And that was a different time.
Different time.
You cannot have
my house.
Have no
In my house. All I know, Candice, is ain't nothing going on but the rent. Hey, got to have a JOB if you want to be me. Nothing going on. No romance, just high five.
Wait, why was I singing that the other day? And this lady said, "What you know about that?" And I was like,
"You're like, that's my life, girl." You're like, "Shit." I'm like, sometimes I am like,
like this. Excuse me, ma'am. She was like, "But what do you don't know nothing about that song? You don't know like what like?" And I was like, see what had happened was."
You know that's everybody knows it's my song. Flow up, I didn't know it's my song. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with the rent. That's right. Gotta have a JOB to be with me. That's why I'm by myself.
You also need good credit too. I'm gonna be honest. If you want good credit, good health.
She's all no salt. I'm like,
salt.
bitch, I'm gonna send you a picture of me with salt.
You better
not froze. She said good health and it froze. Let's see if she comes back. Are we done? Is she coming back? Are we done? Is she coming back? Are you done?
I gotta take a picture of how you froze.
We're back. Okay. I was like, we end? We're back. Yeah. And you mentioned I said no salt. And they were like, are we done? Are we done? Are we done?
No, we're back.
Yes, I'm gonna send you a picture of me eating the points, shot of salt like eating it.
I'm
gonna go out on top.
There's a joke. There's a joke there.
I was trying to do a Tyra Banks her show. Her theme song is "Want to Be on Top."
They were talking about that the other day. They were talking about failed talk shows.
I liked her talk show. That's okay. We're not getting me sucked in. Everybody, we'll be on here for 10 hours. I got things to do. Because I did like Tyra Banks. I did like her show because it was different. But that's no story. Candice Mack, follow her. All Candice Macks are sold at Candy Poo on Twitter and Candice Mack and other spaces, or when she's on spaces, you know. Forever a Day will be on what?
I need to get back on spaces.
And Forever a Day will be with Alan Locker on August 6th. Check that out.
Same day we premiere.
The day they premiere. So check all of that out. Make sure you watch. And then you can find Forever a Day all over the universe in terms, and find all of my shows too. I have 25
including the email.
And I'm working on writing season 4. So I'm working on that. Everybody wants it, so I'm writing season 4. Everybody take care of yourselves. I feel like Jerry Springer. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Mm-hmm.